Hey guys, Brando Peričić here, UFC heavyweight. We have a Q&A today, so let's get into it. What's next for the Balkan Bear after his win on the 28th? Let's fight in October, November, or December. That'd be great. Is Danny and Michael coming to your first fight? Yes, they are. Danny and Michael, Philippou will be there. Will you come live in Split, Croatia? I would love to one day when I'm an old man. That'd be great. That's where my family's from. Ooh. Who's a UFC heavyweight I'd love to fight? I'd like to fight everyone. That'd be great. But whoever has the belt, that'll be the dream fight. Who's the hardest kicker at CKB? Myself or Carlos? Why are you so hot? Genetics, brother. Got that Balkan blood in me. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. He's either Aussie or he's from Tahiti. Same guy? I'll smack you. I like to see you try, brother. How big is it? It's above average. It'd be funny if I was just making all these up and didn't actually have any. Are you single? This one's from a good friend of mine. From the last trip in Perth, red or black? I'm never gambling again after the last trip in Perth. If I was in Dana White's shoes for a day, what rules would I change? I would say soccer kicks on the ground to the head. Should be legal. Seriously though, what made you want to become a fighter? What was your inspiration? Again, I wanted to challenge myself. I always had a feeling that I could be a great, and I had to find out for myself. And I love a challenge. Good sleeps lately. Fuck, this is getting weird, bro. Yeah, great sleeps. That's actually a funny topic. My upstairs neighbours, right? They don't know there's a UFC heavyweight below them. They need sleep. And these cunts, from fucking 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. are having parties and making so much noise. And I'm not a Karen, but I'll tell you what, I almost kicked out that fucking emergency exit door and went up to them and kicked in their door. Because, yeah, I need my sleep. Who's my favourite MMA fighter to watch that's not in the UFC yet? I gotta be biased. I like watching the guys at our gym as well. You got Nixon, you got Maynard, you got the Miyokis, a lot of up and coming talents. Any benefits of being in the UFC? So far, no. So far, nothing. It was nice to change my profile to UFC fighter. That was good. I will smack you again. Bro, Zach, you're not gonna smack shit. What has been your biggest challenge so far? That's a good one. Biggest challenge so far? Biggest challenge so far has definitely been a mental side of things, just staying positive all the time. When fights fall through, when you're injured, when there's nothing on the horizon. So just staying mentally strong, always training. And if you're injured and you can't train, like watching people train, that's pretty hard. So just keep moving and just stay positive. So yeah, that's been the biggest challenge so far. It's just the mental side, I would say. I don't know, I just feel like a professional athlete now, you know what I mean? Where before it was like just so much mental strain, trying to find opponents, trying to find fights, trying to find money to pay for the fights. Like when you're fighting locally and someone wants 10 grand to fight you, you got to go find 10 grand somehow. And if you're fighting full time, that's like, how do you do that? So that's where all these guys up above me, all my sponsors has helped me out. So yeah, just that's a massive relief now that I can just focus on training, focus on recovery, and the fights will be there. When competing in the UFC, which country will we represent? I will be representing Australia because I was born there. where is your family from in Croatia? My family is from Split. Half of them are from Split, and then the other half are from the islands, Sava, so Dugiotto.
What's your dream UFC fight and location?
For the first one would be Tom Aspinall in the UK, win that belt, and then defend it in Split, Croatia. But there's no venue in Split. They've only got a Hajduk stadium, which is like open, so it'll have to be in Zagreb. But anywhere in Croatia, that'd be great.
Have you found a Croatian community in New Zealand?
Yep, there's a massive Croatian community here in Auckland. They've been very supportive. I'm super grateful for that. But yeah, I think the Kiwis have adopted me as well, which is great. And yeah, I get a lot of love from all cultures from around the world. So,
what are your favourite parts about living in New Zealand?
Just, I would say focusing on myself with no distractions, training every day. And yeah, it's a beautiful country. When I do have some downtime, I can go fishing, go hiking. But I'm here for work. I'm here to better myself, train at the best gym in the world. And yeah, I would say City Kickboxing is the best part.
What was your impression of CKB before moving there?
It was the best gym in the world. The best fighters, the best coaches, and from what I could see, it was a place full of culture, and it was like a big family sort of vibe. I looked at other gyms around the world, in America and Europe, and I just felt a connection with CKB, and obviously it's closer to home as well, so that was a big reason why I came here as well.
How do you keep yourself motivated in between long layoffs?
This is my life. Yeah, I've dedicated my life to this, and it's not motivation, it's just discipline, and I want to be the best, so I've sacrificed a lot. I've sacrificed my family, my friends, other career options, and yeah, I just want to be the best fighter that I can be and become the best heavyweight that the UFC's ever seen.
Does this fight feel any different to your other fights?
Not really. Not really. It just feels like another fight. It's on a bigger stage, of course, and there's a lot more media, but fight's a fight. And in the heavyweight division, it only takes one, so I'm not silly. I'm not going to let him touch me. I'm going to see in his eyes that he's not going to want to be in there, so that's my mindset when I fight. Hit and don't get hit.
Does all of that extra media and obligations of being in the UFC have an impact?
Of course, like, I just want to train, I want to fight. Of course, we've got to do media for our social platforms and getting our names out there and stuff in the world, but if it was up to me, I wouldn't do none of this. So I like walking the streets and not getting noticed. The more media you do, the more notice you get, and it's just distractions. So unless I get paid for it, don't really want to do it.
How does it feel to actually realise one of your dreams?
I don't know, it just feels normal. Like I expected this years ago, so yeah, it's of course it's something special, but until I get that belt, I don't really care. I just want that belt, and I want to be a champion, so everything other than that is just a normal day.
When did you realise MMA was your career path and that there were no alternatives?
When I came to New Zealand, I committed to New Zealand. Before that, I was sort of half in, half out, because obviously I was trying to survive and pay bills, and you know, I was getting older. So once I had enough money to move here, I said I'd rather spend that money on myself than buy a house, you know, like a house deposit. So I was like, do I buy a house or do I go follow my dreams? And I chose to follow my dreams. And I said to myself, I'm going to go all in. That was it, there's no alternative. So I had crazy offers for jobs in the mines, doing private security, but it's not what I wanted to do. And I want people to know who I am. I want people to remember my last name, and I want to become a UFC champion. So you couldn't pay me enough not to do it. I had a dream as a kid and always got told that it wasn't possible. And I listened to people. And then when I got to 23, 24 years old, I made a decision with myself that I'm going to chase that dream no matter what. And I was going to go all in. And yeah, like I couldn't live with myself knowing that, you know, there's something that I didn't even try to achieve. So like I had to go all in and see if I can do it. And once I started, I could see like this is possible. I can do this. It might take me 5-10 years, but I can do this.
Which UFC fighters inspired you?
The first UFC fighter I ever saw, his name was Chemo, right? And he had a big cross on his back. I'm like, that's a man of God. I like him. And then I started watching UFC. That was like UFC like 50 something. And then I started watching like Fedor, Krokop, Stipe Miocic, Israel Adesanya. Yeah, all the older heads.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the first UFC fighter I saw, bro. That's Bob Sapp. You know, I was supposed to fight Bob. I was supposed to fight him on that fight circus. Fucking probably like 4 or 5 years ago. It would have been like an exhibition. Yep. And then Rampage ended up doing a tag team with him with 2 other guys. They wore like a big t-shirt.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. It's just like a, you know.
You used to play rugby before fighting, right?
Yep.
Talk to us about that.
A lot of fights. A lot of suspension. I spend more time being suspended than actually playing rugby. And used to do these ones. I used to go out there, just go hard for 20 minutes. I've actually got some footage. All the sidestepping and shit. Nah, bro, they'll kick off. I'll catch the ball and just run it straight. There was no trying to find a gap. I was going for the guy.
What's on your workout playlist?
I actually don't listen to music. Just I put my headphones on so people don't talk to me.
Have you thought of your walkout music yet?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of good songs. Don't get me wrong, but other people have used them. Don't want to copy them. Yeah, I could walk out to anything, mate. Like, I don't really care. I'm there to fight. I don't give a fuck about the crowd. Don't give a fuck about the music. I'm there for a fist fight, and I'm there to knock someone out. So you could play Barbie Girl, you could play fucking heavy metal. I've got my eyes on the cage and my opponent, and that's it. So music's not going to help me win a fight. I'll walk out to anything. Actually, you know what we should do? We should actually auction off my walkout song. Yeah. So if you want me to walk out to your song or a song, we're gonna put a bid on it. It's gonna start off at $1,000. All right. And then that money's gonna go to charity. That's what we're gonna do. And Volk took my song to the count. I'm 6'4", full of muscles. Fuck yeah. All right, mate. All right, Volk. He's the man. But I beat him in a race, so I'm the man.
What do you mean?
I beat him in a race, bro. In Perth last year, like literally a year ago, I smoked him in a race. You remember this, Volk? This time last year. You still owe me a steak, mate.